Liberia sits on 4.6 million hectares of arable land and the largest remaining rainforest in West Africa. From this soil comes Coffea liberica, one of only 4 commercially cultivated coffee species in the world, with a global supply of under 1,000 metric tons. The people cultivating this ultra-rare crop are overwhelmingly women, who make up 80% of Liberia's agricultural labor force. Because they lack access to synthetic pesticides or fertilizers, 95% of their yield is organic by default. Without mechanized equipment, these farmers clear brush by hand, haul water on foot, and manage unpredictable harvests. It is physically punishing work that yields a crop highly prized by international specialty roasters. A kilogram of Liberica coffee can retail in the United States for over $120. Yet the women growing it often make $3 to $5 per kilogram. The physical supply chain is explicitly structured to extract that margin before the coffee ever leaves the country. It starts with the Goberchuf system, a network of local middlemen. Farmers needing immediate cash for daily survival sell their raw, unfermented harvests to these informal traders at a fraction of the eventual export value. They sell early because they have no other option. Liberia has 0 commercial agricultural cold chain facilities to prevent post-harvest rot, and rural farmers are entirely locked out of traditional bank credit. Direct international sales are effectively blocked by legacy banking rails. This flowchart tracks a standard $200 international wire transfer. Passing through multiple correspondent banks, a $52 fee is extracted, and the remaining funds can take up to 30 days to arrive. When you are operating on a few dollars of margin, a 25% transfer fee and a month-long wait to buy seeds for the next harvest is a mathematical impossibility. Smallholder farmers are physically and financially walled off from their most lucrative buyers. This blockade is beginning to crack. A rare 12-month policy window has aligned to bypass this legacy system. 3 distinct developments are happening simultaneously. The United States has extended AGWA, guaranteeing duty-free access for Liberian agricultural exports. Liberia has launched the Inclusive Instant Payment System, allowing instant mobile money transfers across networks. And crucially, President Joseph Boakai has initiated a new diaspora investment fund. These catalysts address the specific bottlenecks of market access, payment routing, and capital formation that have historically blocked Liberian smallholders from international consumers. The bypass begins with discovery. A U.S. consumer watching a Liberian harvest cooking show on the CTYC streaming network sees an unfamiliar ingredient and clicks a shoppable overlay directly on their screen. On the other side of the ocean, the farmer who grew that ingredient authenticates her work using a mobile app called Yapit. Because rural literacy rates are low, she logs her farming practices using voice notes and photos of her terraced fields. As the farmer uploads her voice note on the left, Yapit cross-posts it to the Hive blockchain on the right. This generates an immutable, time-stamped record of her crop's origin. 32% of U.S. consumers cite lack of familiarity as their primary barrier to trying African cuisine. By connecting a live kitchen demonstration to the immutable production record of a specific farm, the platform replaces an awareness gap with verifiable provenance. Once that connection is made, the money has to move. The consumer pays in U.S. dollars, and the funds immediately enter a digital escrow wallet operated by Swifen. This map shows how the value crosses the Atlantic. Instead of navigating legacy correspondent banks, the Swifen wallet converts the payment into a USDC stablecoin. It travels from New York to Monrovia in less than a minute, costing under $1 in fees. When this transfer hits the Inclusive Instant Payment System, the dollars are immediately converted into local Liberian currency and deposited into the farmer's mobile money wallet. The farmer then walks up to a local MTN mobile money kiosk and withdraws her payment in cash. The cross-border fee drops from nearly 30% to under 1%, while settlement compresses from 30 days to 30 minutes. Stablecoin rails turn a corporate privilege into a standard tool for individual farmers. This chart illustrates the economic impact. By bypassing the Goberchuf middlemen, a farmer's take-home for Liberica coffee jumps from $3 a kilogram to over $120. For cocoa, the margin scales from $3,000 a metric ton to $30,000 when processed into artisan chocolate. That retained margin becomes working capital. A farmer can purchase fertilizer, upgrade hand tools, and expand her acreage without relying on predatory local credit. As digital transactions aggregate across the Yapit network, They consolidate into shipping containers stacked at Freeport Monrovia, ready for ocean freight to New York. Capturing these direct-to-consumer processing margins provides a path out of agricultural subsistence that yield improvements alone cannot match. This same digital infrastructure creates a new avenue for the 500,000 Liberians living abroad. Instead of wiring money solely for family consumption, diaspora members use the Swifen stablecoin wallet to send productive microloans to women farmers. It creates a self-sustaining cycle. Diaspora capital buys better seeds and equipment. Those inputs generate larger, higher quality yields. The verified exports sell at premium U.S. retail prices, and the profits flow back to repay the microloan and fund the next season. We know U.S. consumers actively seek out these products. Brands built on authentic, women-led African sourcing narratives, like Shea Moisture, have achieved massive market valuations and hundreds of millions in retail sales. By fusing digital content, decentralized finance, and targeted policy, Liberia is exporting a blueprint for global economic equity.